Now it's time for the men's doubles. The four best players in the world, really. John Bike and Naty Silveyra, Naty Jr., and of course, David Chapman. 0-0, or 1 serving 0, and now it's 2 serving 0. Naty Silveyra, the hardest hitter in the game, at least off the serve. Playing with perhaps the second hardest hitting player in the game, John Bike. Naty routinely beats John in the radar gun contests, even though sometimes during the match it seems like John may be hitting the ball harder. David Chapman playing the right side, returning serve, unusual, at least from my standpoint, having watched these guys play over the years. Chapman normally plays the left. The great defensive left of David Chapman there. He has the best underhand sealing ball in the game today. Nice kill from Naty Jr. They're in at 0 serving 2. I believe Naty and David are the reigning doubles champions. They won in Houston last year when David slammed, beating Octavio in the finals. John Bike, tremendous back wall kill. Nice call from David Chapman. Ball bounced twice. A shallow sealing ball from David that Octavio had no trouble with, killing in the right corner. Oh, tremendous pass shot. Octavio ripped that ball with reverse on it to angle it away from David going down the left. Unbelievable kill. Unbelievable pass. Octavio, the two-time national champion. His game has tailed off a bit due to injuries and commitments. And just good play from John Bike and David Chapman, the number 1 and number 2 players. David Chapman, the number 1 player in the game. John, number 2. Tough serve. Too tough for Naty to handle. 4-0, and Bike Silveyra off to a quick start. But I suppose of the 4 players in the court there, the one that has made the most improvement this year has been Naty Jr. He's been to several semifinals. I think he may be ranked number 4 on the tour, maybe number 5. He and Vince Munoz are probably pretty close there. And he's just getting better every year. To me, it's ironic that Naty Jr. didn't start playing until he was a teenager. And then when he did decide he wanted to play handball, he's been very professional about it and very systematically moved up to the front of the rankings. I believe that was an error off the back wall by Octavio. Now we see Naty Jr. on the left, Naty on the right. Oh, tough defensive return by Chapman off a good pass shot. And Chapman and Alvarado were on offense that rally. keeping both the hard hitters off balance. Naty buries the kill for a side out. Oh, a fadeaway kill from shoulder high. Naty Silveyra I think just trying to muscle the ball back and got a great bounce. Naty Jr., of course, was back expecting a defensive return. They want contact on this play, but I don't think they'll get a hinder. That was just an unorthodox shot that caught everybody off guard. And that's the way the ball bounces. 4-0, serving 4. Chapman hitting a lob serve, not normally very effective in doubles. Oh, tremendous fly pass from 35 feet. Chapman moving up, Naty on the wall, and Silveyra drilled it down the middle. Just a tremendous double shot. Octavio, which I know he likes to be called Octavio now, hitting the ball a ton, and keeping Naty pinned on the front wall there. Of course, John Bike is a tremendous front court player himself. Timeout. We're back in. Took a break there. We're back in. Now the score has jumped ahead to 15-13 here in the first game of the doubles championship. Nice re-kill by Chapman down the left. He had a relatively easy backwall setup that he didn't do much with. John went on offense, and then David re-killed that. 13 serving 15. Oh, an ace down the right by Naty Jr. You can see him put reverse on the ball, causing it to flatten. We're back in after that ace. An ace on the right side wall. 14-15. Oh, Naty had the shot he wanted. Just a big setup right on the short line. Hit it right in the floor. Great defensive left by David Chapman. Going for the right corner. Naty was there and blocked it effectively. Took away the outside corner kill. Surprised the referee didn't call a hinder then, but it was a pretty big setup for Bike. And David had taken himself out of position. I think John wanted that shot. Great offensive return by Naty Silveyra and a beautiful pass down the left. Usually when David gets his hand on the ball, he gets it back, but too much natural. Back in at 15-15. Terrific shot. We've already seen several crotch serves to the right for points in this match. That was one from Octavio Silveyra. It'll be interesting to see if, as Naty gets older and puts on even more weight, if he keeps playing handball, if he will continue to hit the ball as hard as he does now. Again, he routinely wins the radar gun contests, and you can see how hard he's hitting the serves. Great serve, big setup. He's just hitting the ball so hard, it's hard for the either as I spoke. Naty Jr. Makes a tremendous diving kill off at Silveyra bomb. 17-15. First game. I think maybe not expected David to take that. Simple, easy point for Mike Silveyra. Foot fault front line. Falling away, bottom board kill from John Bike from about 3/4 high. Nice defensive right hand from John Bike. I believe they're calling that a hinder. Wet floor.
Come on, make it out, John.
Again, I believe the referee called that a hinder. Chapman was right behind John as the ball came out. May have been too low, but they gave Chapman the benefit of the doubt, given he is such a tremendous retriever. Naty trying to go offense off those powerful John Bike serves. And John just flat-footed bombing away front court. He's in heaven when he can play like that. Serving 15 here in the first game. National champions Chapman and Alvarado are on their heels. Of all the players in the court that I've seen play, I think Naty has hit one ball harder than anybody I've ever seen. Oh, an ace. And that's the end of the first game. Second game starting here, 0-0. As I was about to say, there was a pro doubles match in San Francisco, and Naty took the ball at the back wall and just hit the ball unbelievably hard. That was a match at the at Joe McDonald's Athletic Club in the Bay Area. It's time for a towel. Back in, 0 serving 0. Nice recovery by Chapman Alvarado. David racing back to hit a well-placed kill between Silveyra and John Bike. Too tough to handle. Pass down the right. 1 serving 0. Again, you see the amazing power of Silveyra and Bike. When they're stepping into the ball and crushing it like that, there's not much any doubles team can do, except just keep throwing it back and allow them to keep pounding. Also, John is routinely winning these little battles with David in the front court. Hitting some very well-placed drives, either out of David's reach or right at his feet that he's making errors on. They're not Octavio tried a right corner kill with David up in front court, and he re-killed it. 0 serving 3. Another crotch serve, this time from Naty Jr. Oh, great angle. Those are really difficult shots, actually, to be that close to the front wall. Such rare opportunities. It's hard to practice those shots. Nice touch from David Chapman to end that rally. Some sort of dispute about the linesman not seeing the serve. There's an ace from Naty Jr. It's his second ace in 2 serves, I believe. 3 serving 3. Oh. Nice call by David Chapman. 2 bounces. David saying something to Naty. To me, that was just a great back wall kill off a good pass. Again, I'm not much of a fan of lob serves and doubles. Nice shot by David Chapman there. A low, hard. That was very low. 3-wall return that rolled out of the left side wall. Fluke shot. And with that, Chapman Alvarado take the lead at 4 serving 3. Again, John Bike wins the battle against David Chapman with a low, hard drive at David's feet. Lots of natural.
Come on, Dave. Naty.
3 serving 4. Nice defensive return by Naty Jr. And David Chapman is getting picked on these last few points. He's having balls hit at him very hard, very right at his feet. And normally he gets those back, but either his hand quickness isn't what it normally is today, or these guys are just hitting better shots than normal, and I think the latter is the case. Great angles and lots of natural on the ball from the 2 hardest hitters in the game. Again, you see Naty trying to go offense off of John's power serve. Oh, beautiful back wall kill, John Bike. Smooth stroke, awesome power. John is really in a groove right now. Look at that, just can't miss anything. Timeout. We're back in at 7 playing 4. And I was remarking at how well John's hitting the ball. Play that over. 7 serving 4. Chapman Alvarado briefly led at 4-3, but since then it's been all John Bike and Octavio Silveyra. Particularly John Bike hitting some fantastic backward kills and great strokes. David Chapman making some unusual for him
70 C's.
errors on balls hit at his feet. Chapman finally ends a rally with his backball game, which is usually top-notch. Timeout. Back in at 7-4. Tough shot. Nice retrieve by Chapman. And that's the second time in the match he's been able to anticipate that right corner kill, outside corner kill from Silveyra, and re-kill down the left. Beautiful serve from Naty Jr. Relatively easy back wall attempt. Just skipped in. Silveyra and Bike arguing the serve was short. Overturned. Again, the ball pounded at David Chapman that he was unable to return. Normally, I think David just is able to somehow magically get those balls back, but not today. Great return from Naty Silveyra. Okay, several points later, we're back at 13 serving 7. Bike and Silveyra have gotten red hot, and they're focusing on freezing out Chapman and hitting the serves exclusively to Naty Jr. You see David moving up, trying to con John and hitting the ball to the left, but he just continues to pound it down the. Another tough drive by John Bike. Whether he hits it to Naty or to David, his drives just seem to be catching them in the wrong spots, catching them off guard. Beautiful form from Naty Jr., but the results weren't too hot. Need a towel here. 16-7. Bike Silveyra playing a great offensive match. Freezing out David Chapman on the serve, going to Naty Jr. Chapman has also made some unusual for him unforced errors. Referee took away a kill from Naty Silveyra. I think we need a towel down there. 16-7, Bike serving. Terrific fly kill from David Chapman. Side out, 7-16. Oh, just out of Chapman's reach. Typical of the way Bike's playing, he's just hitting a perfectly placed drives and kills. an unforced error from Naty Alvarado.
All right, Naty.
16-7. Mike Silveyra playing great handball today. Chapman Alvarado a little more inconsistent. Like that, a great drive and ineffectual trap shot return from Chapman. You almost get the feeling they're starting to throw in the towel, don't you? Nice call by the referee. John Bike screened Naty Alvarado there. We're going to play that over. Oh, boy. How many times do you see that? Overhand ceiling ball error from David Chapman. Finally, a authoritative flat kill from Chapman. Hand out. Weak setup from Chapman, and Silveyra buries it. 19 serving 7. Mike Silveyra on the verge of, I believe, their second doubles title. Maybe their third. I've kind of lost track. I know they won in Lakewood, 91. And perhaps they won 2 years ago also. So this may be their third doubles title. And they're a relatively young team themselves. Oh, beautiful deep court kill. Congratulations to Mike Silveyra. And hard fought on Chapman and Alvarado's part, but Mike Silveyra was just too tough.